Very good morning to one and all, and I'd like to welcome you all in the HT lecture, heat transfer lecture. Whether my voice is audible and can you see my presentation? Please let me know in the chat box. Great, great. Thank you. Okay, so in the last lecture, we have started discussion on general heat conduction equation in Cartesian coordinates, and we have discussed what is meant by Cartesian coordinates. Okay, so Cartesian coordinate means what? To measure the point in a rectangular frame, okay, or it is having the three-dimensional geometry, and it is in a length only, okay, or it is only in a distance. So we have to measure that particular coordinate, or we have to locate the point in a space by using the XYZ coordinate system. So this coordinate system will be called as a Cartesian coordinate system. Okay. So in that we have considered one parallelopipe having the thickness of that particular parallelopipe. Okay. Having the distance or the thickness of that particular parallelopipe, it is equal to dx, dy, dz in xyz direction. Okay, and the parallelopipe means what? Having different thickness in a different directions. Okay, so that will be considered as a parallelopipe. So here we are going to consider this parallelopipe uh, 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 as uh, uh, having the thickness of dx in a x direction, dy in a y direction, and dz in a z direction. Okay, so then further we have given the nomenclature for the each coordinate. Okay, we have provided the nomenclature for each corner of that particular parallelopipe. So a, b, c, d, e, f, g, h. Okay, so these are the nomenclature we have provided. Now we are considered that in a positive x direction, in positive y direction, and in positive z direction. Okay, heat is entering inside the element. Okay, parallelopipe element. Okay, and if you consider this as a element of any heat generating element or heat generating material. Okay, so let us consider that we are considering the element from uh, heater. Okay, heater element. So each element of a heater or each molecule of a heater will generate the heat. Okay, if you pass the electric current through it. Okay, so so for that reason, we are considering that Qg amount of heat is generated by this particular element. Capital Q suffix G amount of heat is generated by this particular element. Okay, and in a simple manner, if you want to find out the volume of this element, then it will be the dx multiplied by dy multiplied by dz. This is the volume of the element. Okay. Getting everyone? Now further we have considered that T is the temperature of ABCD phase. Which is the ABCD phase? This is the ABCD phase. Okay, so on this side, okay, so this is the ABCD phase. Okay, so temperature of this phase is T degree Celsius. We have considered it is a T degree Celsius. Okay, and it is uniform on this particular phase. Okay, it is uniform on this particular phase. Now heat is moving from this phase to this phase, from A, B, C, D phase to E, F, G, H phase. Okay, so while traveling, to travel the heat, we know that there should be a temperature gradient. That is nothing but what? There should be a temperature gradient. That is nothing but dt divided by dx. Okay, so temperature gradient dt divided by dx will be considered as a temperature change along x direction. Okay, now further what we have done, we have divided this dx length in a small da by x length. Okay, further dividation, okay, will be considered as a da by x. Okay, so for that purpose we consider that 10 centimeter dx length is 10 centimeter, and further we have divided it as a 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter into a 10 part. Now temperature change within that particular 1 centimeter, okay, will be considered as a daba t. Okay, daba t. And for the daba t, daba x length, the temperature will be daba t. Okay, temperature change will be daba t. Okay, now we have to determine the total temperature change. Okay, total temperature change at a distance dx. So initial temperature is T. Okay, phase ABCD phase temperature is T. On one side of a length, the ABCD phase is there. So its ABCD temperature is maintained at a T degree Celsius, and we have to find out how much changes happen in that T degree Celsius temperature. Okay, now we know that during the small distance daba x, temperature changes daba t. Now what will be the total temperature change? What will be the total temperature change over the length of a dx? Okay, so we know that the one, if you consider daba t is 1 degree Celsius and daba x is the 1 centimeter, so daba t divided by daba x, that will provide you the 1 degree Celsius temperature over the length of a 1 centimeter. So if you want to find out the temperature change for a total length of a 10 centimeter, in that case we have to multiply by dx to dt, daba t divided by daba x. Okay, we have to multiply by dx to daba t divided by daba x. That will be provide you the total temperature change over the length dx. Okay, so t plus daba t divided by daba x multiplied by dx will provide you temperature on the right face EFGH. Okay, temperature on the right face EFGH at distance dx. Okay, at distance dx. Then here daba t divided by daba x multiplied by dx is equal to change of a temperature through distance dx. Okay, change of a temperature through distance dx. Now what we have to consider? Okay, the further thing we have to consider as the thermal conductivity is differ in every direction. Okay, in the initial condition we are considering that the thermal conductivity is changing according to the direction. So thermal conductivity of a element in x direction, okay, will be considered as a k suffix x. Okay, thermal conductivity in a y direction will be considered as a k suffix y, and thermal conductivity in a z direction will be considered as a kz. Okay, where this particular k suffix x, k suffix y, and k suffix z are the thermal conductivities along x, y, z axis. Okay, now if the direction characteristic of a material are equal or same, it is called as a isotropic material. What it means? If one of the property of a material is thermal conductivity, if in all direction thermal conductivity or the property of a material will be same, okay, will be same, it will not change according to the direction, then it will be called as a isotropic material. Okay, then it will be called as a isotropic material. And if it is unequal or different in all direction, then it will be called as a anisotropic material. Remember this thing: if the directional characteristics of a material are equal, if the directional characteristics of a material are equal or same, it is called as a isotropic material. And if unequal or different, then anisotropic material. Okay, now here we need to apply the energy balance equation. Energy balance means what? How much entered in the element, how much exit from the element, and how much stored in the element. So the sheet balance of this particular energy, okay, how much heat is entered, how much heat is leaving that particular element, and how much heat is remain in that particular element. So heat energy balance of this particular element in such a manner will be considered as a energy balance equation, okay, or will be considered as a energy balance equation. Okay, now here let us consider this tube. So in this direction, positive x direction, heat is entering inside the element. Positive y direction, heat is entering in the element. Positive z direction, heat is entering in the element. Okay, and in the opposite direction, okay, heat is leaving that particular element. In opposite direction, heat is leaving that particular element, and in this direction also, y direction, heat is leaving that particular element. Also some amount of heat is generated inside the element. So qj amount of heat is generated inside the element, and okay, some amount entered, some amount leaving, some amount generated. Okay, so summation of all these things will be considered, or we can say that the equation format of this particular heat will be considered as a energy balance equation for this element. Okay, so energy balance equation for a volume element, okay, or look parallelepiped volume element. So the first part is net heat accumulated in the element due to conduction of heat from all sides. Okay, net means what? How much heat is entered from all the direction minus how much heat is leaving from opposite direction. Okay, so how much heat is entered minus how much heat is leaving, that is nothing but net heat accumulated. So remaining part is nothing but what? So entered, leaving, remaining part is remain inside that particular element. Remaining heat is remain inside that particular heat. So that is nothing but accumulation of heat. Entering heat, leaving heat, and difference between this particular two things or the heats will be provide you accumulation. That is nothing but amount of heat remain inside the element that in that particular time period. Okay, so net heat accumulated in the element due to conduction of a heat from all sides or all direction. Conduction of heat from all sides or all direction. Okay, that will be considered as a first part of our derivation. That will be considered as a first part of our derivation. Then further, now this element is also generating the heat. Okay, element is also generating the heat. So the second part of the energy balance equation will be heat generated within the element. Okay, heat generated within the element. That will be the second part of a derivation or the second part of a energy balance equation. Okay, so two things. Okay, net heat accumulated plus heat generated in the element. Okay, that two things will increase the energies, or it will increase the internal energy of that particular element. Okay, so which will provide you energy stored in the element. Okay, which will be provide energy stored in the element. Okay, so that will be the C part. That will be the C part. Okay, so energy stored in the element, that will be the C part. Okay, so equation, energy balance equation. Okay, energy balance equation, we can write it as a plus b plus c. Okay, so directly we have provided the nomenclature. Part A as a net heat accumulated in the element due to conduction of heat from all sides. B part is a heat generated within the element, and C part is energy stored in the element. Now we have to determine A, B, C. Okay, we have to determine A, B, C. Okay, so initially we are going to consider it as a Q. Let Q is equal to rate of heat flow in any direction, in a direction. Okay, so if heat is flowing in x direction, that will be Q suffix x. If heat is flowing in a y direction, that will be Q suffix y, and if heat is flowing in a z direction, that will be the Q suffix z. Okay, so this heat flow is for a particular period of a time. Let us consider that we want to know for a 10 second. Okay, so heat flowing, it is, or its unit will be considered as a watt. Okay, so it will provide you heat flow per second. Okay, heat flow per second. Okay. Now, if you want to determine the heat flow for the 10 second, so or 1 minute, so in that case, you have to multiply with 60 second, right? You have to multiply with 60 second. So in that case, total heat flow, if you want to determine for the particular time period, then that will be Q multiplied by dt. So dt is the time period for which we are going to determine this energy balance equation. Okay, dt is the time period, dt is the time period, d small t. Okay, d small t is used for the time period. So and capital T is used for the temperature. Okay, so dt is the time period for which we are determining the energy balance equation. So q multiply by dt, that will provide you total heat flow in that direction. Q multiply by dt, that will provide you total heat flow in that direction. So it will be provided a nomenclature of a q dash. It will be provided a nomenclature of a q dash. So q dash is equal to q multiply by dt, that will provide you total heat flow in that direction. Further, we need to calculate the part A. Okay. So part A, what is our part A? Net heat accumulated in the element due to conduction of heat from all sides. Calculation of A. The quantity of heat flowing into the element from left face. First of all, we have to consider one face only. Okay. And that will be the ABCD phase. Okay. And which is maintained at a T degree Celsius temperature. So the quantity of a heat flowing in the element from left face ABCD during the time interval dt is given by. Now, first of all, we know that what is meant by Q. Q is nothing but rate of heat flow. By Fourier's law, we know that Q means what? Q is equal to K multiplied by A multiplied by dt divided by dx. Okay, so that is the basic rule for the conduction. That is Fourier's law. Okay, Fourier's law. According to the Fourier's law, Q is nothing but K multiplied by A multiplied by dt divided by dx. Now we have to determine the total amount of heat flowing in x direction. Flowing in x direction. Okay. So ABCD phase. Remember here, ABCD phase. This is the ABCD phase, which is maintained at a T degree Celsius temperature. And amount of flowing, amount of heat entering in the element in this direction, amount of heat entering in the element in this direction is Q suffix x. Q suffix x. Okay. And the total amount of heat will be Q dash suffix x. Total amount of heat entering in the element will be Q dash x. That will be equal to Q suffix x multiplied by dt. Q suffix x multiplied by dt. Okay. So here Q dash x will be equal to minus K suffix x, which will be the thermal conductivity of the element in x direction. Okay. Minus K suffix x, that will be the thermal conductivity in x direction. Multiply by A is the area of that face. Multiply by da by t divided by da by x. Multiply by dt. Multiply by dt. Okay. So Q suffix x is only minus K suffix x multiplied by A multiplied by da by t divided by da by x. And if you want to find out the total heat transfer, okay, in that direction, then you have to multiply dt. You have to multiply by dt. That is the total time interval for which we are going to interpret the energy balance equation. Okay. Now further, what is the area of ABCD phase? What is the area of ABCD phase, or the area which is perpendicular to heat flow? What is that? Let us consider this particular diagram. Okay. Where is ABCD phase? ABCD. This is the phase. So the length of this face is dz. Okay, right? Length of this face is dz, and height of this face is dy. Okay, height of this face is dy. So area is equal to length multiplied by height. So area of this face will be equal to dy multiplied by dz. Okay, area of this particular face will be dy multiplied by dz. So further we have put up this area over here. Okay, instead of A, we have put up dy multiplied by dz. So Q dash x will be equal to minus K suffix x, that is the thermal conductivity in x direction, multiply by into bracket dy multiplied by dz, which will be the area. multiply by dabba T divided by dabba x, that is the temperature gradient in a x direction, multiply by dt, multiply by dt, which is the time interval for which we are trying to evaluate the energy balance equation, or we are trying to interpret the energy balance equation. Okay, so now this is the equation for which the heat is entering, this amount of heat is entering during the time interval dt inside the element in a x direction, okay, from the phase abcd. Now during the same time interval dt, heat is flowing off the right face of a control volume, that is EFGH. okay, during the same time interval क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे, उसी टाइम इंटरवल में सम अमाउंट ऑफ हीट इज एंटरिंग इनसाइड द element, and उसी टाइम में some amount of heat is leaving the element from opposite direction. okay, उसी टाइम में some amount of heat is leaving the element from opposite direction. okay, so let us consider once again the diagram. okay, dt time period में q suffix x amount of heat is entering inside the element in x direction. okay, during the time interval dt, उसी time period में some amount of heat is leaving from the element in a x direction from opposite side. okay, so opposite side is EFGH or opposite face is EFGH. उसी time period में amount of heat कितना बाहर निकल रहा है element से, q suffix x plus dx. okay, जो भी हीट बाहर निकलेगा इस फेस से उसको हमें नॉमेनक्लेचर देना पड़ेगा, उस नॉमेनक्लेचर को हम बोल रहे हैं यहाँ पे q सफिक्स x प्लस dx. ओके, वही नॉमेनक्लेचर हम डेरिवेशन में भी यूज कर रहे हैं. ओके, सो लेट अस कंसीडर during the same time interval dt, heat flowing out of the right face of a control volume EFGH will be, okay, so that will be considered q dash suffix x plus dx. okay, so the total heat flowing, so that is nothing but q dash means what, total heat. okay, total heat, so q dash suffix x plus dx is equal to q dash suffix x plus dabba of dabba x dabba of q dash x divided by dabba x multiply by dx. so यहाँ पे क्या बोल रहे हैं हम, इस इक्वेशन का मीनिंग क्या हो रहा है, ध्यान दीजिएगा. so q dash x suffix x plus dx क्या है, टोटल अमाउंट ऑफ हीट लिविंग इन x डायरेक्शन फ्रॉम EFGH फेस. ओके, वो कितना रहेगा, जो हीट अंदर आया है उसमें कुछ एडिशन होगा या सब्ट्रैक्शन होगा. ओके, उसमें कुछ एडिशन होगा या सब्ट्रैक्शन होगा, राइट. ओके, सो हियर वी आर कंसीडरिंग दैट q dash x amount of heat is entering from the ABCD फेस. ओके, सो उसमें ही कुछ चेंज होगा. ओके, कितना चेंज होगा, जो भी चेंज होगा वो ऐड करेंगे हम, जो भी चेंज होगा वो ऐड करेंगे हम. ओके, सो पॉजिटिव चेंज होगा तो पॉजिटिव चेंज ऐड करेंगे हम, निगेटिव चेंज होगा तो निगेटिव चेंज ऐड करेंगे हम. समझ में आ रहा है. सो यहाँ पे हम क्या कर रहे हैं, जो चेंज हो रहा है, हीट जो बाहर निकल रही है उसमें चेंज हो रहा है. ओके, सो किस में चेंज हो रहा है, जो अंदर आई है उसमें से कुछ कम होगा या बढ़ जाएगा. ओके, उसमें से कुछ कम हीट बाहर निकलेगा और उसमें से कुछ ज्यादा हीट बाहर निकलेगा जितना अंदर आया है, क्योंकि हीट जनरेट भी हो रही है अंदर. ओके, उस एलिमेंट में हीट जनरेट भी हो रही है. सो जितनी अंदर आए उसमें ही कुछ कम और ज्यादा होके बाहर निकलेगा. सो ये अंदर आया हुआ हीट दैट इज q dash x. ओके, q dash suffix x. ओके, और उसमें का चेंज. ओके, और उसमें का चेंज, और चेंज कैसे लेंगे हम, उसका डेरिवेटिव लेके. ओके, उसका डेरिवेटिव लेके हम चेंज लेंगे. सो जो भी डेरिवेटिव होगा q dash x का विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू dx. ओके, चेंज किस पर होगा, हो रहा है, लेंथ जैसे आगे आगे जाएगी वैसे चेंज हो रहा है. ओके, सो स्मॉल इंटरवल के लिए इतना चेंज हो रहा है. ओके, स्मॉल इंटरवल के लिए चेंज निकलना है तो स्मॉल इंटरवल के विथ रिस्पेक्ट ही हमें उसका डेरिवेटिव लेना पड़ेगा. ओके, और टोटल लेंथ में कितना चेंज हो रहा है ये निकालने के लिए हमें टोटल लेंथ से मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा. ओके, सो द टोटल हीट leaving the element in x direction, that will be equal to q dash suffix x plus dx will be equal to q dash x plus dabba of q dash x with respect to dabba x multiply by dx, multiply by dx. dx क्या है? टोटल लेंथ है. dx क्या है? टोटल लेंथ है. और स्मॉल इंटरवल के लिए इतना चेंज हो रहा है. किसमें चेंज हो रहा है? टोटल हीट इंटर जितनी हुई है उसमें चेंज हो रहा है. Okay, so that we have to determine. So for that purpose, the equation for q dash x plus dx will be equal to q dash x plus dabba of dabba x, dabba, that is the derivative with respect to x of q dash x and multiply by total length, multiply by total length. Getting everyone? Therefore now अंदर आई हुई हीट इतनी है, बाहर निकली हुई इतनी है, तो इन दोनों का डिफरेंस क्या रहेगा? हीट अंदर आई, थोड़ी सी उसमें से बाहर गई, तो उनका डिफरेंस ये रहेगा कि हीट स्टोर कितनी हुई. ओके, हीट एक्यूमुलेट कितनी हुई, उस एलिमेंट में हीट कितनी रह गई. ओके, इन दोनों का डिफरेंस हमें क्या देगा? उस एलिमेंट में हीट कितनी रही वो देगा. ओके, सो देयरफॉर हीट एक्यूमुलेटेड, ओके, हीट एक्यूमुलेटेड इन द एलिमेंट ड्यू टू हीट फ्लो इन x डायरेक्शन. x डायरेक्शन में हीट फ्लो होने के बाद उस टाइम इंटरवल में, dt टाइम इंटरवल में जो भी हीट फ्लो हुई है उसमें से हीट कितनी उस एलिमेंट में रह गई वो हमें डिटरमाइन करना है. ओके, वो क्या रहेगा? इन दोनों का डिफरेंस रहेगा. ये हीट अंदर आई, ये हीट बाहर निकली, उन दोनों का डिफरेंस क्या होगा? नेट हीट एक्यूमुलेटेड इन x डायरेक्शन, नेट हीट एक्यूमुलेटेड इन x डायरेक्शन. So therefore the difference, okay, difference here will be denoted as a dq dash suffix x. So we are finding this difference for x direction only. So for that purpose we have provided the suffix x. Okay, so difference will be considered as a dq dash suffix x, which will be equal to q dash suffix x minus q dash suffix x plus dx. Q dash suffix x is net heat entered or heat entered inside the element, and q dash suffix x plus dx is heat leaving the element in x direction. Okay, so उन दोनों का difference यहाँ पे हम ले रहे हैं. Okay, so we know that what is we are further proceeding in this derivation in this manner. So q dash x we are keeping as it is, q dash x. What is the equation for q dash suffix x plus dx? What is the equation for q dash suffix x plus dx? It is q dash suffix x plus dabba of q dash x with respect to dabba x multiply by dx. So that value we are putting instead of q dash x plus q dash suffix x plus dx. Okay, so here we are putting that equation for q dash suffix x plus dx. Okay, and now this q dash x and this q dash x will be cancelled. Okay, so this q dash x, q dash suffix x and this q dash suffix x will be cancelled. Okay, so what will remain further? So dq dash suffix x will be equal to minus of dabba of q dash suffix x with respect to dabba x multiply by dx. This is the remaining thing. Further, what we are going to do? We are going to put up the equation for q dash suffix x. What is the equation for q dash suffix x? Here we are interpreted that equation. Q dash suffix x is equal to minus k suffix x multiply by a multiply by dabba t with respect to dabba x multiply by total time period dt. So that we are going to put up in this equation. Okay, that we are going to put up in this equation. Instead of q dash x, we are going to put up that equation. Okay, so dq dash suffix x will be equal to minus of dabba x, and here we are going to put up the q dash x equation. So q dash x equation is minus k suffix x multiply by area of ABCD face which is perpendicular to heat flow. It is equal to dy multiply by dz. Bracket complete, small bracket complete, multiply by dabba t divided by dabba x multiply by dt whole bracket complete multiply by dx. Okay, dx as it is here. Okay, so further we have simplified. Now here outside bracket negative sign, inside bracket negative sign. So that negative sign will be cancelled. Okay, that negative sign will be cancelled, or it will be converted into a positive sign. Okay, or plus sign. Okay, so further dq dash suffix x will be equal to daba of daba z, daba of daba x. Now in this equation, okay, if the suffix is x, or if you are taking the partial derivative with respect to x, then other other parameters, or dy and dz will be considered as a constant. Okay, you are taking the derivative with respect to x, then the parameter with respect to y and z will be constant. So these are the constants. Dy dz is a constant, then dt will be constant. Okay, so we have taking out this dy dz and dt outside of the bracket, so then the differential equation, we will get the differential equation as dq dash suffix x is equal to daba of daba x, or daba x with respect to k suffix x multiplied by daba t divided by daba x. Okay, and outside bracket it is equal multiplied by dx dy dz multiplied by dt. Okay, getting everyone? Is there any question, any doubt? Now this is our first equation. Okay, so Roman first is provided to this equation, our energy balance equation, and capital or the normal one number equation is provided to this dq dash equation. Okay, so here what we understood, so if we want to find out the net heat accumulated in x direction, okay, then we have to take the differential of x, thermal conductivity of x, and the temperature gradient with respect to x, and multiply by dx dy dz multiply by dt. Okay, so further thing, okay, so similar manner we have to apply this equation for the net heat accumulated in y direction, also in a z direction. Okay, simply if you understood this, then it will be easy to apply for the y direction and z direction. Similarly, the heat accumulated due to heat flow by conduction along y and z direction. Okay, similarly, the heat accumulated due to heat flow by conduction along y and z direction. Just change the axis, you will get in this particular equation number 1. If you change the axis, you will get the equation for net heat accumulated in y direction and net heat accumulated in z direction. Similarly, we can say that dq dash suffix y will be equal to partial differential equation with partial differentiation with respect to y of k suffix y multiply by daba t with respect to daba y. Okay, bracket complete, multiply by dx dy dz multiply by dt. Okay, and in a similar fashion for the z axis also, dq dash suffix z will be equal to daba of daba z, or partial differentiation with respect to z of k suffix z multiply by daba t with respect to daba z, bracket complete, multiply by dx dy dz dt. Okay, so that will be the your equation number 2, and this will be the equation number 3. This will be the equation number 3. Now total net heat accumulated will be the addition of these 3 equations. Total net heat accumulated by conduction inside the element will be the addition of these three equation, so therefore the net heat accumulated in the element is dq dash suffix x plus dq dash suffix y plus dq dash suffix z. Okay, so we have to add up all 3 equation over here. So we have added these 3 equation. This is the equation number 1, this is the equation number 2, and this is the equation number 3. Further, if you want to simplify this thing, so just take out the common part. Okay, what is the common in this three parts of a equation? So common is dx dy dz multiply by dt. It is common in all 3 parts. We have taken this outside of the bracket. So in the bracket it is a differentiation with respect to x of k suffix x multiply by daba t with respect to daba x, plus differentiation with respect to y of k suffix y multiply by daba t with respect to daba y, plus differentiation with respect to z into bracket or differentiation of k suffix z multiplied by dabba t divided with respect to dabba z, and bracket complete, and we have taken the common dx multiplied by dy multiplied by dz multiplied by dt, where this dx dy dz are the length of element in xyz direction, and dt is the time period on which we are going to find out the energy balance equation for that particular element. So this is the part A. Any doubt, any question in this part A, whether you understood or not? So if you start writing, then you will get some idea about the derivation. Okay, so we reach up to this particular point, that is change of temperature through distance dx in the last lecture. Dabba t divided by dabba x multiplied by dx will be equal to change of temperature through distance dx. Further write down, write down, write down k suffix x, k suffix x, k suffix x, k suffix x, comma, comma, k suffix y, k suffix y, k suffix y, comma, k suffix z, k suffix z is equal to, is equal to, is equal to thermal conductivities, thermal conductivities, thermal conductivities along, along, along x comma y comma z axis, x comma y comma z axis, x comma y comma z axis. Note, 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 if the directional characteristics, if the directional characteristics, if the directional characteristics, if the directional characteristics if the directional characteristics of a material, of a material, of a material are equal, are equal or same, or same, or same, comma, it is called, it is called, it is called as, it is called as it is called an isotropic material, isotropic material, isotropic material, and 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 if unequal, and if unequal, and if unequal, oblique different, oblique different, oblique different, then anisotropic material, then anisotropic material, then anisotropic material, then anisotropic material. Okay, full stop. Further, the energy balance equation for volume element, the energy balance equation for volume element, energy balance equation for volume element, energy balance equation for volume element. Write down in the first bracket, net heat accumulated, net heat accumulated, net heat accumulated in the element, net heat accumulated in the element, net heat accumulated in the element due to conduction of heat, due to conduction of heat, due to conduction of heat from all side, due to conduction of heat from all side. Okay, so in small bracket you give a nomenclature as capital A, so that will be considered as a part A of a equation, bracket complete, plus heat generated, heat generated, heat generated, heat generated within the element, plus heat generated within the element in small bracket capital B, part B of a total equation, part B of a energy balance equation, heat generated within the element in bracket capital B, full bracket complete, is equal to energy stored, energy stored in the element is equal to energy stored in the element, energy stored in the element in small bracket capital C, in small bracket capital C. Okay, so these three parts are we need to determine here. Okay, so A, B, C. So equation number Roman 1, equation number Roman 1 will be A plus B is equal to C. Equation number Roman 1 is A plus B is equal to C. A plus B is equal to C. Okay. Further, let Q is equal to rate of heat flow, rate of heat flow in a direction, rate of heat flow in a direction. Rate of heat flow in a direction. Q is equal to rate of heat flow in a direction. Then next nomenclature Q dash. Q dash is equal to Q multiplied by dt. Q multiplied by dt. D small t. Okay. Dt. Q multiplied by dt. Dt is the time interval. Okay. Dt is the time interval. So Q multiplied by dt will be equal to total heat flow in that direction, total heat flow in that direction. Okay, so two nomenclatures we have discussed, Q and Q dash. Q is the rate. Okay, rate means what? Per second how much heat is flowing. Okay, and if you want if you are considering the 60-second time period, so in 60-second time period how much heat is flowing, that is nothing but Q dash. Okay, simple. So then further calculation of part A, calculation of A. Okay, A part is net heat accumulated in the element due to conduction of heat from all sides, that is the part A. So that first of all we have to determine calculation of A. The quantity of heat flowing into the element, further in that write down, the quantity of heat flowing into the element from left face, the quantity of heat flowing into the element from left face ABCD, ABCD ABCD during time interval dt, during time interval dt, during time interval dt, during time interval dt is given by during time interval dt is given by, okay, so total heat flowing, okay, inside the element from phase ABCD or along the direction of x or x direction, okay, that will be q dash suffix x. So q dash suffix x is equal to q multiply by dt. Q dash suffix x will be equal to q multiply by dt, okay. So q dash suffix x equal to, you can write down q multiply by dt also, or q suffix x multiply by dt, okay. So q suffix x is the rate of heat flow in x direction, rate of heat flow in x direction, okay. And according to the Fourier's law, heat flow flowing due to conduction, we know that k multiply by a multiply by dt divided by dx, okay. Same law we have interpreted over here, okay. So q dash x will be equal to, q dash x equal to minus k suffix x multiply by a multiply by a multiply by a multiply by dabba t with respect to dabba t divided by dabba x multiply by dabba t divided by dabba x multiply by time interval dt, multiply by time interval dt, okay, multiply by time interval dt, okay. Then further, q dash suffix x is equal to, q dash suffix x is equal to minus k suffix x multiply by area. What is the area of perpendicular area for the heat flow? That is the area of ABCD phase, okay. Phase ABCD having the length of a dz and it is having the height of a dy. So length multiply by height, that is the area of ABCD phase. So here instead of area A, we have to put a dy multiply by dz, dy multiply by dz, okay, minus k suffix x multiply by dy multiply by dz, bracket complete, multiply by dabba t with respect to dabba x multiply by time interval dt, multiply by time interval dt, okay. Now this is the heat flowing inside the element in x direction from phase ABCD, okay. So during the same time interval, write down during the same time interval dt, during the same time interval dt, heat flowing out of the right face of control volume during the same time interval dt, heat flowing out of the right face of control volume, that face is EFGH. Opposite of ABCD is EFGH. From opposite side, heat is flowing outside the element, okay, that we have considered. So during the same time interval dt, heat flowing out of the right face of control volume EFGH will be out heat flowing. For that signify or nomenclature we are providing as a q dash suffix x plus dx, q dash suffix x plus dx, okay, q dash suffix x plus dx, okay. This is the amount of heat flowing out of the element. Okay, q dash x is amount of heat flowing inside the element. Q dash suffix x plus dx is the amount of heat flowing outside the element in x direction. In x direction will be equal to q dash suffix x, q dash x suffix x. Okay, q dash suffix x plus 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 differentiation of q dash suffix x with respect to dabba x, differentiation of q dash suffix x with respect to dabba x, multiply by dx, multiply by dx. Okay, getting everyone? So कितनी हीट बाहर निकलेगी, जितनी अंदर आई है उसमें से कुछ कम ज्यादा हीट बाहर निकली से. सो इतने अंदर आई है और उसका चेंज अंदर आई है उसमें कितना चेंज हुआ. ओके, चेंज तो अंदर आई है उसमें ही होगा, इतने अंदर आई है और उसका चेंज. ओके, सो इन दोनों का एडिशन, that will be the total heat leaving the element in x direction. Okay, now इन दोनों का डिफरेंस q dash x और q dash suffix x plus dx, इन दोनों का डिफरेंस हमें net heat accumulated in the element in x direction will be provided. Okay, will provided by the subtraction. Okay, therefore heat accumulated in the element, due to heat flow, due to heat flow heat accumulated in the element due to heat flow in x direction, therefore heat accumulated in the element due to heat flow in x direction, that will be equal to dq dash suffix x, which will be equal to q dash suffix x minus q dash suffix x plus dx, q dash suffix x plus dx. Okay, q dash suffix x minus q dash suffix x plus dx. Okay, getting everyone up to this point? Further we have to put up the equation for q dash suffix x plus dx. Okay, so q dash suffix x as it is, q dash suffix x as it is, minus q dash suffix x plus dx. Equation is q dash suffix x plus differentiation of q dash suffix x with respect to dabba x multiply by dx. Okay, getting everyone? Now further, this q dash suffix x minus q dash suffix x will be cancelled, okay, or subtracted. Okay, and we will get the equation dq dash suffix x will be equal to minus differentiation of q dash suffix x with respect to dabba x multiply by dx. Okay, so further what we are going to do, we know the q dash x suffix x equation, just we are going to put up that equation, q dash suffix x equation, that equation we are going to put up instead of q dash suffix x in this equation, Okay, so dq dash suffix x will be equal to minus differentiation with respect to dabba x, differentiation with respect to x of into bracket. So just put up the equation of q dash suffix x over here. So it is equal to minus k suffix x multiply by dy multiply by dz, or in bracket dy multiply by dz multiply by dabba t divided by dabba x multiply by dt, bracket complete, multiply by dx. Now here we are differentiating with respect to x, so dy and dz will be the we are differentiating with respect to x, so that dy and dz are the constant. We are taking out this dy and dz out of the differentiation bracket. Okay, out of the differentiation bracket. So dq dash suffix x, dq dash suffix x, dq dash suffix x will be equal to dabba differentiation with respect to x, partial differentiation with respect to x, and remaining in bracket k suffix x multiply by dabba t divided by dabba x. Now here minus, outside bracket minus sign and inside bracket minus sign will be cancelled, or it is converted into a plus sign. So no minus sign over here. Okay, no minus sign over here. And we have taken dx, dy, dz and dt as a constant out of the differentiation bracket. Okay, so this will provide you equation number 1 for the net heat flowing in a x direction. Okay, so in a similar fashion we have to determine the net heat flowing or net heat accumulating inside the element in y direction and z direction. Okay, so just change the axis. Okay, in this equation just change the axis in this equation. Okay, so suffix will be changed. Okay, suffix will be changed. So net heat accumulated in the element in y direction will be dq dash suffix y, dq dash suffix y, dq dash suffix y. Okay, so which will be equal to differentiation with respect to y of, in bracket, k suffix y multiply by dabba t divided by dabba y, bracket complete, multiply by dx dy dz multiply by dt, dx dy dz multiply by dt. Okay, and in similar fashion for the z axis or net heat accumulated in z direction will be provided as dq dash suffix z is equal to differentiation with respect to z of k suffix z multiply by dabba t divided by dabba z, bracket complete, multiply by dx multiply by dy multiply by dz multiply by dt. Okay, okay, so these three equations are important one. Further, we have to find out the net heat accumulated. Okay, so we have to add up the heat accumulated from three direction. Okay, so that will be the addition of dq dash suffix x plus dq dash suffix y plus dq dash suffix z. Okay, so write down the three equation, addition of this three equation, equation number 1, 2, 3, addition of three equations. Okay, add up these three equation. Is there any doubt, any question up till now in the derivation? Is there any doubt, any question, whether you understood? Please comment in the chat box, or you can unmute whether you understood or not. If you practice it, okay, need to practice, because it is a derivation part and some logical part also. Okay, so derivations have some logic and we have to apply the logic. Okay, great. Okay, do addition over here. Then further, just take out the common part from these three equations. Okay, take out the common part. Common part is dx dy dz multiply by dt, dx dy dz multiply by dt, and here also dx dy dz multiply by dt. Okay, so take out this common and remaining part in a bracket. Okay, so that will be the part A of our equation. Part A of our equation, that is the net heat accumulated inside the element from all direction. Net heat accumulated inside the element from all direction. Okay, so that will be our equation number A. That will be our equation number A. Rule number 60. Rule number 60. I received complaint against you. Okay, first of all, change your name. Okay, whatever the Google Meet name is there, so change your name initially. And or else I will not mark your attendance in further lectures. Okay, if you don't have any doubt, you can comment your roll numbers in the chat box. I suggest roll number 60, please change your name for the Google Meet. Okay, we'll stop here. Please comment your roll numbers and join next meeting. Everyone.